We know as well now that research actually shows that 2 in 5 businesses actually need more help moving into this digital realm that we're all on. And we know now that most industries, if not all, have had to move into that digital realm. How can they get support about this?
Yeah, well, that's an interesting one. So still, say in a country like Australia, half of the 2 million businesses don't have a website. Now, some of them had a Facebook page, but then we saw recently that Facebook can turn those things off whenever it wants to. So increasingly, every business needs to have at least a basic website. So there's at least 1 million of them that don't. Then there's other things like just having a database or a list of people you can contact via SMS and via email, that if something changes in your business, you can reach out to them and communicate directly with them. Now, a lot of small retailers and hospitality businesses, they didn't have that in place. So this big gap that's out there is something that needs to be filled. We're really excited at Small Business Australia because we've partnered up with the Institute of Advanced Business Studies to create something called Digital Business Cadets. And the concept with a Digital Business Cadet is that we have people at the Institute that are learning these digital skills and can come along and then do their projects as part of their training program, working inside these small businesses. And so for those small businesses that struggle to have enough budget to be able to hire experts and consultants, they're going to be able to get young cadets that can work on their particular business to help them get more digital.
Well, definitely. I mean, I was only speaking to a man yesterday where he's worked in his business since, for 40 years or more. And he said, I'm not invested in that realm. I don't know about it. I'm not motivated by the digital realm. I need help with it. So that sounds like a really great initiative. How do they actually go about, I guess, becoming a digital cadet?
Yeah, so look, there's a website called digitalbusinesscadets.com. If you are an employer or a small business and you would like to host a cadet, there's some information there, and then you can complete a form and some more information will be sent to you. So it's really straightforward. Then there's actually the cadets. There's a lot of young people, and very sadly this year in Australia, there's not a lot of jobs around necessarily for young people. So they're looking at what to study at uni or TAFE, but this is very practical. So they're able to get involved in doing a certificate in business and learn how to use things from companies like Microsoft and Google and get some accreditations and some certificates from those companies, and then do projects, real projects, inside the small businesses. So, if you're a cadet and you're interested in business and digital business, go and check out digitalbusinesscadets.com and express your interest, and you'll get some more information. The whole thing kicks off in the next few weeks, and there are already hundreds of businesses prepared to host cadets.
Absolutely.
And now we're taking inquiries from people that want to get involved in the cadetship program.
Great. Do you think that, it's a great initiative that Australia is doing something like this. Do you think that we will see this more on a global scale as well? It seems like a no-brainer to implement this.
Look, absolutely. And when you think about the digital business tools, the sorts of companies that provide, some of them are free tools, some you pay a small amount of money for every month, but they're people like Microsoft, like Google, like Facebook, like HubSpot. These tools are used by businesses all around the world. And whether they speak English or whether it's another language, they're the tools that are used. So, there's already some inquiries coming in from young people in other countries outside of Australia that want to be a digital business cadet. So certainly our plans are for that to be expanded and available globally for any business that wants a cadet and anyone who wants to learn those skills.
Absolutely. It would even be good once the borders do reopen, and hopefully that is soon, but for international students coming in who want to learn the language a little bit better and really build those skills and that kind of thing as well, it'd be a great incentive for them to maybe get involved in something like that as well.
Look, absolutely, particularly when some of them are, they've been doing very helpful work in hospitality and those sorts of industries, but the future's digital. And the future's about business, and whether it's working in a business, providing services to a business, or getting your own business going, learning about business and the digital business tools and how to implement them is going to be a global skill that everyone's going to require. But it's a great idea you've got about the international students. We still have in Australia about 100,000 international students that have graduated. And many of them want to stay in Australia. They want to become residents, and some of them have been struggling to get work experience to be able to work inside, because their English may not be perfect. But
so would that be an avenue for them?
Absolutely an avenue for them, because as a digital business cadet, the Institute and Small Business Australia will find the host organisation and supervise you doing the projects and provide you with coaching to help you learn about going to work inside an Australian business and how they work while you're working on your projects.
Oh, great. Well, it's always lovely to have you on and have your company here. Thank you so much for your time.
Great to see you, Holly.
Great to catch up. We'll see you next week.
Look forward to it.
Thanks, Phil.